So how about those Votann? Gijo even apologizing. I you know what I'm gonna do? Live free. I'm gonna go right now on the internet in front of all of you. Only a handful of you here, but I'm gonna be the guy to do it. It was a mistake. I don't think Votann was overpowered. Votann, without the nerfs, was absolutely not going to shake up the tournament meta. They were not going to be a contender. Too slow, can't score. They can kill in the shooting phase, but the entire Warhammer 40k can kill everything in the shooting phase. They're just more efficient at doing one thing, but with shorter range. No, before I can go on, I'm gonna make it clear I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't even care about the Votann. Like, it's not my faction. The reason why I painted them and I'm gonna be playing them is because I drew the short straw. Somebody had to cover them at mini wargaming, and I'm the only one who paints. I'm like, whatever, I'll just do it. So it's not like, oh, I bought a bunch of new Votann and I'm all excited to, and I'm pissed off because they're nerfed. Like, no, it's not it. One, keep in mind, I'm not a tournament player or expert, just a very experienced wargamer. I'm confident they were not going to shake up the tournament meta. They're not nearly as powerful as Tau, as Tyranids, as Eldar. The internet had imperfect information and did the internet thing and complained about that tournament that banned them. And Games Workshop picked up on that and, in my opinion, responded to a complete, the biggest overreaction in the history of wargaming, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I said it myself, the Hecaton Land Fortress needed to be nerfed. Or not nerfed, but like a point cost increase. And they did. Oh, you know what? And to be fair, most of the characters warranted their point cost increase as well. Like, that makes sense to me without having much experience. It makes sense to me. 1 point per model on the troop choice. They seemed already a little expensive, but okay. Already seemed expensive. The Brokir Thunderkin were already never going to see the table in a competitive sense. They were way too overcosted for what they did, and they went up in points. Their little Terminator dudes, the Hearthkin? No, Hearthkin? Right here? I forget what they're called. They were going to see play, but they were not going to be points efficient, and they went up 10 points per model. Absolutely, utterly ridiculous. Now, I am more than ready to be wrong about this in a couple of months, and they're fine, and they're still dominating everything. Like, I was wrong. I'm more than, like, I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I think it was the biggest mistake they made. I think they overreacted. Mark my words, almost all of those point costs are going to get reverted, except for probably the characters and the Hecaton Land Fortress. Oh, and arguably the Sagittar could stay up at 130, but yeah, the Sagittar can stay one day. So the vehicles can stay. Vehicles are fine. Characters are fine. Everything else went up arbitrarily and I think incorrectly. That being said, the Berserks went from 22 to 30 points. I actually don't know if that's warranted or not, or if that's an over correction. I personally struggle to accurately define value in melee units. It's not my play style, but shooting is. Shooting and mobile is. The rest of it I get. So maybe those were warranted. To me, I didn't really want to use them at 22 points a model, but that's because of my play style. Now that they're 30 points a model, I'm even less interested in using them. However, a melee dedicated or focused person who really knows how to do that part of the game maybe makes sense with the 30 points a model. I don't think they should have come back and released these. Yeah, I think it's a bad situation. I think they were better off. In my opinion, they were better off letting it be, and then in a month to two, when all the crazy nonsense dies down, like nobody would have been playing about them anymore. Like every book that's come out has been complained that it's been crazy overpowered, and everything in the game is like never been more balanced. Like we're the internet. We're gonna complain about shit. Were you playing when Tau came out? Yeah, I was. Tau, so Votann are very similar to Tau in my opinion, except for the way they play. Except for the Tau were considerably faster and had considerably longer range. Tau were like focusing down units way too fast, and they would spam. The big problem with Tau was Like I said, I said right away, gotta take core off of broadsides. Broadsides were the problem. Like they were just like mass spamming out of line of sight fighting. As it stands now, Tau with the core rule nerfs about out of line of sight shooting was a hit to them that brought them to a reasonable place. And then the Monka thing. I don't know if that's a necessary nerf in the world of Armor of Contempt, but it's there, so like whatever. I think Tower in a fine spot. I think the Monka thing can be reverted, but I know there's always been anti shooting bias in the community. People don't like shooting, so Nintendo's are shooting nerf. We're generally okay with it. But I'm not here to say Tau need a buff. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying the Votann are gonna need one though. I've tried over Facebook and Discord. You asked me in the last paragraph with Jackson to reach out to you. I can't remember what that was for tomorrow. Something to do with Saturdays probably. Saturdays are gonna open up soon. I message me on Facebook's most likely a waste of time. I actually I'm at the point where I just ignore all Facebook. I don't bother with Facebook. I'm not gonna reply. Not even gonna check it. Discord. I don't have a message from you. I do not have a message from you on Discord, Timur. I have it open right now. Why don't you send me one right now? I have a bunch that I have to get to, but I don't see your icon. Unless, did you change your avatar? There's a couple I don't recognize. Oh, did you like direct message him? The handle won't help me right now. So I just don't know. I go by avatars. So my new thing is because Facebook names, or not Facebook names, YouTube names and Discord names aren't matching up anymore. I'm trying to remember everybody by their avatar, like the little picture, and hopefully those are typically this. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like those are typically the same amongst multiple systems than their people's actual usernames. Hello, people. Oh, Eric, I need to talk to you actually. Oh, I have a message from you. I think I have a message from you, Eric. I have a message from you. Okay. I'm gonna get to all that kind of stuff later today, Eric. Where was I? A 12-hour bar shift? 12 hours in a bar would drain me. Financially and my liver. GW thrives on negative feedback, allows them to release yet another edition. Interesting theory, Lex. Interesting theory. I wouldn't... If Games Workshop thrives on negative attention, then we all do. We're in a timeline of new edition anyway. I don't think Games Workshop is doing anything nefarious or sinister or even conspiratorial. It's just time for a new edition.